I want to introduce you to someone. His name is Kazushige Nishida, and seen here, he's having dinner with his family. Nice, right? But let me tell you something. It's not his family, because he rented them. He rented these mere strangers to pretend to be his family for $50 an hour. Now, why would anyone ever want to rent a family? According to the American psychologist Abraham Maslow, intimacy is a human need. As much as we need food, water, warmth, we need a sense of belonging. But according to the US Census, 28%, more than a quarter of the entire American population are living alone. And that's a 10% increase within the past decade. And because of this loneliness, industries like Rent a Family exist, allowing people like Nishida and many more like him to rent families, rent friends, rent bosses. But the question is, do we really want to live in a society with the need to rent companionship? If loneliness is the issue that invigorated this need for human connection, then what is causing this increase in loneliness? Hello, my name is Vasin Shnatepaporn, and today I want to talk about how and why loneliness is increasing in an age with social technology surrounding us. With 3.484 billion social media users and 60 billion messages a day, we're more connected than we've ever been in the history of mankind, but still, more and more people are feeling lonely despite the various tools allowing them to connect. In fact, Health Resources and Service Administration reveals that 1 in 5 Americans say they're socially isolated. That's 65.4 million people. And loneliness isn't just detrimental to our mental health, but plays a havoc on our physical health as well. According to Julian Holt Lundstad, experiencing loneliness can be as deadly as smoking, not 1, not 2, but 15 cigarettes a day. So, why is loneliness increasing in an age with social technology surrounding us? Firstly, imagine a notification just popped up on your phone, and you can feel it buzzing in your pockets right now. What is chemically happening in your brain? A surge of dopamine is released in the brain's opioid system as you anticipate. You anticipate who sent you the message and what the message is about. And here's the key part. The anticipation causes us to feel a pleasurable sensation, and when we experience this pleasure over and over and over again, the pleasure turns into cravings and then addiction. And this process is better known as the dopamine-driven feedback loop. And through this loop, our society has grown to interact less because our attention is turned away from face-to-face communication. Even top executives at social media companies like Facebook are feeling guilty. The former vice president of user growth at Facebook said this: "I feel tremendous guilt." The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works. Without a doubt, the addiction to social media has deteriorated real-life conversations. And even if we do interact through text, online, it's not as meaningful as real-life conversations because it's not real time. Sherry Turkle reveals that teenagers avoid making telephone calls and real-time communication because they're fearful that they might reveal too much. And because of this, 61% of teenagers rather text than talk face-to-face. So, with a society with less interaction and addiction, it's no wonder that our society has become more disconnected. But in the future, not only will social media play a role in how we humans interact, but also artificial intelligence. In fact, there are already AI applications that are trying to solve our loneliness issues. For example, Replica is an AI chatbot, a chatbot that is your friend, that you can text anytime, 24/7, and guess what? They respond to you back instantly. And because of things like this, our society may become something like this: a society dominated by robots. We may be able to program these robots to be our faithful companion, to learn all our preferences, to play games with us, fulfill emotional needs. And with robots, we don't need to set aside schedules from our busy lives. They're always free. We don't need to experience that awkward silence when talking with real people. We don't need to try to understand its feelings. But even with this amount of control, would the problem of loneliness be solved? No matter what, humans need some sort of intimacy from other humans somewhere, somehow. If I were to tell you today that technology diminishes human relationship and is the pure causation to loneliness, I'd be telling a lie, because that's not true. In fact, I think technology has great potential to enrich our lives, but only if we know how to use it in a modern society so that it doesn't take away face-to-face conversation. No one wants to live in a society with the need to rent companionship. No one wants to live in a society with the need to talk to robots at the expense of meaningful conversations. So stop texting and start talking before it's too late, and all you can do is to live in a society with the need to rent families at $50 an hour. Thank you.